So here's a little better shot of it. I'll zoom in a little bit there. I can zoom into the bottom there. You can see that's the side of the booster there. I'll zoom up the top. Yeah, it looks like it's down. You can see the tower there. Thanks, Barry. Michael. Hey, Toyota. I'll pan down to the bottom and get a little bit of a close-up there. Good morning. Dilprit. Thanks, Tom. Got an alert. That's good, Ironhead. Good. I guess the alerts are happening today. Love from India. That's good. Hey, Bruins. Let me know if that's too fuzzy and I can zoom out. Frank. Yeah, this is so far pretty busy. Hi from Santiago de Chile, Gabriel. Yeah, so you can see some of the boosters there hanging underneath the stand there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so I think this is a better shot than the other one. Alejandre from Brazil. Okay, cool. Ed Darthbong. I'm gonna take a couple shots of this with my other camera too. So if I miss yep, good morning. Yeah, wickedsappy.com. Yep, I'm gonna get a couple shots with the other camera too right now. Shoot. Yeah, I got it. I should be able to do this. Let's see. Give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna take some shots with the other camera. I'll upload these to Twitter soon. After a little bit later today. All right. Yeah. So they just offloaded the. You can see they took off booster 4 from the stand, the orbital launch platform. I'll zoom out so you can see. Awesome, Sandeep. Yeah, so you can see the booster 4 has been taken off the launch platform there, and they're just now integrating it into that transport thing there. So they're kind of doing the tie downs or whatever they do, and it's still connected to the con crane above. I'll zoom out so you can see that. Sorry about that, everybody, if that was too rapid for you. So it is being held up by the big red crane there, known as Kong to a lot of people. Yeah, the booster lifted off onto that stand there below. And I had it zoomed in just to the base there so everybody could see. I'm gonna leave the shot here. You can watch what's going on. I'm gonna set up the other camera, take some shots, some video of that, where it is right now in the higher quality footage. and I'll upload that a little bit later. Going back to the high bay, yeah, the thought was that they're going to take all the raptors off and do some more stuff there. People here in the chat can chat more about what's going on. I'm not. Apparently, Elon talked about some stuff they're going to do with it. My Twitter is OBE, like out of body experience. OBE Traveler, TRAVELLER, Traveler, Travailleur. But if you look in the description, there's a link to all my social media links, and all the Twitter and everything else is there too, for everything, for Ocean Cam. There's also a mailing address if you want to mail something to me, so you can reach me in any way. I'm setting up the other camera here, so I'm going to take some shots, and then I'll be back in the chat here in a few seconds. Few minutes. So we're just looking at the booster 4 here. It's been set on this stand here. And you can see some of the tie downs and work that they're doing to stabilize it and secure it to the stand. It's quite a shot, They just placed it on the stand, and you can see they're getting it in position. You can see some of the engines there underneath. The thought is that they're going to take these Raptors off and they're going to do some more work at the bottom of the booster. So we're August 10th, 2021. It's a Tuesday morning. See, they just took it off the orbital launch platform there on the left. So they just, it's connected to the big red crane right now. And you can see that's the tower right next to it. SpaceX launch site, Boca Chica, Texas, Starbase. I'll be with you all in a minute. Thanks. All right, I'm back with you. I can do some change stuff around. Got some great footage. I'll be uploading that soon this morning, unless they start lifting that GSC tank to the right, that cover. All right, hey Julie. Maybe, I'm not sure. They have the Starship in a high bay right now, so I don't know where they would move this, you know? Unless they're planning to move the Starship out of the high bay. Maybe they can fit two things in the high bay, I don't know. But I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more on the bottom there of the booster. From the Philippines, hey Pepe. Sorry for the jerkiness. So I will be getting another tripod probably this month for the iPhone here. So I'll be able to do a lot more easier transitions between shots here on the, just like I'm doing right now. It'll be less jerky, I think, once I get that tripod. Oh, okay, Michael says the high bay can easily fit both side by side. That's good news, good news. So we got a good future here at Ocean Cam, so it seems. Nick says, did you notice all the piles of timber and mats along the road, like when they moved the booster last time? That would be a good indication it's moving today. Yeah, I didn't see that this morning, so thanks. That's a good point there. I didn't see any mats on the highway. I think they're called construction mats. Those wooden pallets. Yeah, I didn't see them out this morning, so maybe they're just moving it somewhere here on site, or maybe they're just going to get into position. And I would imagine they would move it over by the main entrance here. So they would move it away from us toward the main entrance is what I'm thinking. Yeah, it was dark when I started, that's right. Oh yeah, so maybe they did it later in the day. As the day progressed, maybe they're out there, but it takes them a lot of work to move those into position, so I don't see them having done that already yet. And they usually move it a day ahead of time, so they'll move it out, it'll be there all day, and then the next day they do the move. So if they move it today, they would maybe use it tomorrow. I don't see them. I didn't see it today, so I don't think it's getting moved today. Off the launch pad here, if that's if those two things coincide, which I think they do. So this shot we're looking at here, I got this in high quality zoom, so it is actually shooting right now too, but I got a couple of minutes of just the before now also. And there are some people up on the over the launch pad there. Yep, Booster 3 is still wondering what its fate is going to be. There's some people on top of the launch platform there on the left, or launch table, doing some work up there too. Alphin. I haven't seen you here before, Alphin, or maybe I have, but I don't remember. Thanks. Yep, you have to be prepared for the unexpected, Burns. Frank, yep. Hermione, oh, 1989, good to see you here, Hermione. I could do a zoom out too, I guess. Yusuf, doing good. Day is still starting here. Cool. So NSF, NASASpaceflight.com is saying the high bay, good deal for booster 4. Yep, road closures canceled apparently. Kenneth, thanks. So the website here is oceancam.space. So, you know, we're looking to film water off planet on these different moons and things like that. Live stream from the oceans on these different moons, like Enceladus and Europa, maybe. Water or methane, different liquids. Doesn't have to be water, but better if we film water. But so oceancam.space is the website. If I'm going to say somebody else's website, I might as well say the OceanCam website also, huh? Pluto, yeah, I heard there was some evidence of water on Pluto too, apparently. And yesterday, apparently the Phoenix lander found water underneath the soil on Mars. So the Phoenix lander from many years ago, I put a link to it on Twitter because someone had told me in the comments. Yeah, we have a merch store too. We got some shirts and mugs and things like that. Morning Earthlings, name not shown. Yeah, so I tell you, has been talking about a puddle cam. You should buy that. You should buy that domain. That'll be like maybe a really big website there in the future. You could sell it to somebody if you don't want to do it yourself. Puddle cam. That's a good idea. Yeah, if no one bought it yet, you should buy it now. Somebody should buy it because that's gonna. It's out there now. 2 live streams. We've been talking about this puddle cam. You never know. You never know. Could be the next big thing. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Wicked. Okay. That's not good. We should do something about that. Okay, everybody. Yeah, SolXX, good morning. Yep, from Canada, Huron in Canada. Lake Huron, awesome. The tank on the right side, that's a good question. I haven't really looked at it. I'm not sure what it is. Hey, Joseph, now we're talking. Pet ocean cam water is what we got to get. A pet water. How about that? That'll be a good one, actually, I think. Here's my pet water. Yeah, that's good stuff. So let's see. Jeff says, when do you think we'll send a spacecraft with cameras to the moons of Saturn? I don't know. Maybe we already did it. Maybe we already did that mission, and they just haven't told us about it. Maybe the military, maybe they already did it already. That would make the ocean cam a lot quicker if they release some of that footage, if they have done it. Yeah, Pet Rock guy made a bunch of money, didn't he? Yep. Yeah, but I'm not sure when they would do that. Yeah, but the Phoenix lander did get footage. I looked at the Wikipedia page. They did find evidence of ice underneath the Martian soil there. I could sell Okay, so here's the Barry and some of the other people here in the chat have been saying I could sell some, what is it, pet ocean cam water from the Gulf. Yeah, that'd be a good idea, huh? Some Gulf of Mexico pet ocean cam water, and the marsh, maybe with some mosquitoes in it. I got you. Men in Black might show up too, huh? That's cool, Jeff. I'd be welcome to meet some people in different colors. That'd be interesting. Well, pet water. Graham, you might have to scroll back a couple minutes in the stream here to get the full effect of that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Jay Simmons. We got to explore the oceans on these other worlds and planets and moons. There's here on Earth there is a explore.org has a ocean cam actually functional today, and there is another YouTube channel called Nautilus, and they have a live ocean cam also. So those that already exist on the Earth, so I think they beat me to that already. Hey, Dim. Yeah, Europa would be great, Bobs. Hey, Seth, that's right. Pet mosquitoes in Boca Chica, that's right. We'll sell them by the 100. Yeah, I think they are gonna maybe have some kind of water kind of deluge system. Yep. Waterworld, huh? Yeah, that's a pretty good movie, huh? Let me zoom out so you get the full perspective here. I think may have lost some people in that translation there. It's getting hot out here. I don't know if it's going to my getting a little dehydrated, maybe. I'm not sure, but so that's what's going on here this morning. So I have footage. I have this footage we're looking at right now since almost 15-20 minutes of it. You think I should upload this type of footage in the higher quality imagery? Because it's basically the men or the people that are working on the booster securing it. Would that be worth looking at for you all? I could do a couple minutes of it, or I could do like 20 minutes of it, because I got all the footage. Yeah? It's still shooting right now, actually. Good. You've been around here a little while though, right? I've seen you before, I think.
Yeah. I spoke with you once before.
Nice. Yeah. I'm doing a live stream. Come on up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to your channel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to introduce yourself, you're welcome to. If you have...
Bit too shy for that.
This is down by the dunes. It's not actually on the dunes, so that's where I'm filming from, Andy. What's your name again?
I'm Gary.
Gary, nice. Paul.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice to meet you. So there's a guy named here, Gary. He tunes in also. Yeah, okay, so you're interested in this SolexX, that's good. Yeah, okay, I can check it, make sure everything's kosher, and upload that also. I'm shooting on the other camera I got next to it, so I'm shooting on this camera, so I was asking them if they'd be interested in watching the extended version of the close-up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How long ago did they pull it down?
Within the hour.
In the hour? Okay.
Do you have a YouTube or a Twitter page or anything like that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just watch.
Okay,
I
good, good.
just lurk.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary doesn't have a YouTube or anything, Twitter, so otherwise we might put it up, but yep, so. Hey, Neil. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Mateo. Yeah, there are a lot of people up there on the platform. That's correct. I think they're securing it to the transporter right now. Is what the stand. They're gonna set it down, or it may be set down completely right now, and they're just securing it to that stand. All right. Lefty loosey, ready tighty, huh? Hey, Catman, 977. Doing good, Mateo. Yeah, probably. This will probably be making its way back to the build site, Niels. A lot of attachment points. Okay, Joseph. Right on. Mateo. There's another camera here, so I'll just zoom it around on the other camera. Michael says, Michael S. says, Elon said the booster needs thermal cover for the engines. Yeah, Bruins, the mosquitoes are non-existent this morning. So whatever they did, they took care of the mosquitoes, or maybe it hasn't rained quite a bit recently, so very low on the mosquitoes. I haven't seen any this morning. Hey, Tim. Sadip. Ironhead says the mounts are hydraulically adjustable for the diameter, so it will fit the booster. Interesting. Hermione's 99 said, yeah, the engine skirt has plasma passing next to it. That makes sense. Huh. DDT was sprayed. That's not good. Thanks, Catman. Yeah, there was a mosquito truck this morning too, so. So if you're wondering what kind of elements I'm exposed to, there's dust, there's mosquito spray, maybe possibly some type of chemical for the mosquitoes. There's sunlight. What else is there? There's particulates from the different engines and the machines around here. So yeah, so it is rough. Cosmic rays. And of course there's the ocean, which is very rough. And yep. Yeah, spacesuit. That's right, Adam. If anyone wants someone to trial out a spacesuit, you can just mail it to my address. I think it's here in the description of this video. There should be an address there. You could. I'll give it a shot. The first 100 times I wear it, it'll be no cost to you, but after that, I'll have to start charging you. Yep, that's life. Yeah, I swim here in the ocean next to SpaceX, actually. So they can't use DDT anymore. But Frank says in 1982, the U.S. banned the use of DDT. Yeah, a lot of people work at the base of the booster right now. That's true. Yep. Someone told me that, yeah, I won't steal their thunder, but yep. Let me see. Yeah, I won't talk about that. But man. Yep. Yep. Filming history here. I'll zoom out for about 30 seconds, then I'll zoom back in. Get the big picture. Get you the big picture here. When I move the camera like this is when it affects the signal. So I don't intend to mess up the signal, but that's what happens when I move the camera like this a little bit. That's a pretty good shot, huh? Good morning. Awesome. In California. SS Starship. Yeah, so it is pretty blue skies. Over there to the west you can see some clouds, but on the east, over by the ocean, I can get that shot too if you all want to see it. There is beautiful skies over there to the ocean, and above just blue skies. If I see some porpoises, let you know. Okay, that's a plan. I will, Joseph. There are a bunch of over by the inlet between South Padre Island and here. Between South Padre Island and that passageway for the big boats, there's a bunch of dolphins over there. Pretty much all the time. There's some boats that do the dolphin tour kind of thing. You pay like $13 and you get an hour and a half ride in the afternoon. I think 3 p.m. is when the boats leave. And there's a dolphin tour. You can see it from the beach too. You don't need to take the boat, but the boat's fun. And it only costs like 13 bucks. So. From South Padre Island, there's a couple boats that go out and check out the dolphins. No, they don't reach out and touch you. Yeah, the engines are still on the booster. Yep. If that's what you're referring to. Mr. Alito 94. Hey, Katri. Oh, the sound gets you. I got you. Yep, the sound does reach out from the ocean there, Joseph. Thanks. Cool, cool. I look forward to that. Look forward to it. Yeah, I've done the dolphin swim in Kealakekua Bay over in Hawaii. I did that for a month. I swam every morning with the snorkels and some fins, and with the dolphins in the morning, sunrise, 6 a.m. or so. You can do it. You just go off the beach and you swim into the bay there, Kealakekua, on the western side, the Kona side of the big island of Hawaii. There's dolphins there every morning, and I did that swim for a month, and like an hour swim each morning. And that's something, but I never experienced any sounds from the dolphins, or I never experienced any like physical sensations or anything. I never noticed anything. So I was always interested about that, but I never had any dolphin experiences. Now, there were dolphins there in the water, but I never personally, maybe I wasn't open to it at the time, but I never had any experiences that I noticed with the dolphins. I'll feel it. Cool, cool. Maybe now I'm more open to it. Yeah, since all I've done in the many years, that was in my younger days. So maybe I would feel it more. Awesome, Joseph. Cool, cool. Yeah, I scuba dive, Catman. I have since I was around 15. Kealakekua. Kealakekua. Kealakekua Bay. It's where Captain Cook first landed, I think, in the Hawaiian Islands, on the big island there, on the western side of the big island. It's just south of Kona a little bit. Kealakekua Bay. It's where the dolphins are every morning. Yep, that's it. You don't know for sure. That's right. Yeah, I don't know if they'll ever pave the road. They have to finish doing everything here. So Jeff said, had a pod swim with me for 20 minutes scuba off the beach. Yeah, that's kind of what it is in Kealakekua, at least. That's awesome, Dave. Joseph. Yeah, Catman, I haven't. No, it sounds fun. So it's Sakura, west of La Paz. Nope, never done that, but I've done several other places, but not there. That sounds interesting. I'll do a zoom out so you get some of the sight again, so we don't focus too much here on this one spot here. And I can zoom back into this spot here. Let me raise the camera a little bit too. That's pretty good. Oh, a lot of people going in and out of the air conditioning bunker. Interesting. I hadn't looked at that yet. I'll keep an eye on that. Yes, so they are working on the GSC tank too, and the two GSC tanks there. And they do have that sleeve there on the right, ready to put over one of those GSC tanks. So I'm thinking it might be the silver tank there on the left. I can use my finger. This silver tank here, I think they're going to put maybe this GSC tank cover over this GSC tank. Otherwise, it's going to be one of the other two back there, but those still have their ports open. So I think maybe they moved that sleeve cover right here. I think that moved that to maybe go over one of the other GSC tanks. Otherwise, they could temporarily set it down on another piece of concrete like they did with the one they just moved a couple days ago. A couple days ago, they moved this cover here onto this GSC tank. So this white thing here was just moved here. They moved it in down the road just like this one is here. And no, this one was set. It was on a piece of concrete on the other side. Sorry. So this GSC cover here was here for a long time. They just placed it on top of this spot here. There was a GSC silver tank right here too, but they just moved this one here down the road a couple days ago, and they're going to put it somewhere soon. Yeah, they just moved the one I pointed out. Yep. Elongated, pretty good, pretty good. Let me see. Phaedrussus says, if you watch the video about the move, it shows a plan taped to the tank, which shows where they pointed. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that means, but maybe you're saying it shows where it's going to go. That's interesting. So you're saying, I think Phaedrussus, you're saying it's going to go over that silver tank there on the left. Is that what you're saying the plan said? GSC cover on the move. Is it moving? I'll keep an eye on it. Let's see. I'm looking at that GSC cover on the right there. Well, a lot of times they'll bring in the sheriffs and stuff and move people out of the way. So I haven't seen that happen yet. So I don't see it move. It may be moving. A lot of times they'll bring the sheriff down and make sure everything's clear if they're going to move it from there. Yeah, I don't know if they're moving that yet. SS Starship, if I was convinced that it was going to get to Mars, then I would go on it, yes. For the good of the cause, right? Okay, John, thank you. Thanks. He says the plan showed fluid motion, nothing to do with tank placement. Thank you. Hey Barry, what does mob mean? What does that mean? You mean move? No move today? Okay. But they wouldn't comment on tomorrow. Okay, so there's no movement today is what Barry's saying. He talked with the county people here, but they wouldn't comment on tomorrow. So that's good to know. Thank you. That's helpful. Yep, very helpful. Good stuff. They could still lift that GSC cover there on the right though. Sometime whenever the sheriffs show up, that's when they're gonna lift it. But the things like further back, away from the road, like the booster there, they can lift that without doing security and everything on the road. I think if they disconnect it from the crane up there, then I think the sheriff might come out and keep people out of the way. But as long as it's connected to the con crane up there, they may not have to have any special things here on the road. Yeah, so Deep Pocket says, my best bet is they will try to soft land the Starship at the military controlled island off the coast of Hawaii without legs. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. They're hoping to get it over there to the Kauai, near the military base over there. I think the base is on the southern portion of the island, as far as I remember. I've been out to Kauai in the past. Barry said he's from Alabama, but lived 5.5 years in Del Rio, Texas. Cool. Yeah, can't see Elon's house from here. Maybe he lives, I'm not sure which house he lives in, but I haven't looked, you know. That's kind of his personal private space, so it's not for me to look. Everybody's got to have a personal place to just get away from everything, you know, so. I'll zoom back into the bottom here of the booster 4. So let me see here. Keefe says Cameron County Judge Eddie Trevino Jr. has ordered the temporary and intermittent closure of a portion of State Highway 4 for SpaceX testing on August 11th. So that's tomorrow. Today's the 10th. So from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. So from 7 a.m. to noon, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 5 hours, intermittent road closure. Thanks. Temporary and intermittent road closure of a portion of State Highway 4 for SpaceX testing. Testing, that's interesting. So maybe they'll be testing something tomorrow. Wonder what that means. Thanks, Keith. Aaron. Daniel saying, Daniel Sanchez. Hey, good morning. He's a photographer, everybody. Daniel Sanchez. Check out his YouTube and Twitter page and everything. And Facebook also. Good morning. I heard from someone the internal talk is that flight won't happen until October. So we're in August, September, October. So 2 months from now is flight might not happen until October. RGV Aero Photography has also taken some photos here. Okay, good deal. Good. RGV is great. I met him in person this last week. Cool person. It always says testing. Okay, thanks, Mike. There's another group here for Brownsville. If you're looking for photos and imagery, it's called SpaceX Boca Chica group on the Facebook. You can look up SpaceX Boca Chica, and it's I think over 30,000 people on that group. So there's always different photographers that post shots and images and reaching out to people. If you're looking to come down to the area, that's a good group to get into the scene of what's going on. SpaceX Boca Chica on Facebook. Hey Tim, I've never swam with the sharks. That might be fun. I might like a shark cage for that. I'm not sure what you mean, Catman977, about demos from where I'm at. What kind of demos are you talking about? Shenandoah, how you doing? Yeah, I've never done the shark cage thing. I've seen a few smaller sharks when I've been in the water, like a barracuda and maybe 1 or 2 sharks over my time, but never done it intentionally. Hey Rajiv Kumar. Rajiv, interesting, good name. Tiger sharks in the Gulf. Cool, cool. SolXX. Yeah, I heard that the South Padre Island, that there were lots of sharks there. So I went into a dive shop here. I bought some snorkel gear, and the guy, and I also went out on the dolphin boat, and they were saying that there's tons of sharks in the water there. There's a lot of dolphins, but there's a lot of sharks too, is what they were saying. I'm not sure which is safer, John, manatees or dolphins. I've been with both. I think over in the, wow, a long time ago in the Barrier Reef, Great Barrier Reef in Australia, there were some, I think I've seen manatees. Oh, manatees. No, I was thinking about something else. Yeah, I'm not sure about manatees. There's another thing. They're flat. They're kind of like, they're electric. They have the electric thing also. Maybe that's manatee. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Good question. Yeah, the oil platform would be hard to see from here. It would be behind, like several miles, over 10 miles in the direction we're looking right now. So that's where the Deimos is. It's in that port there. Yeah, I've gotten it with the Nikon from the right just past the checkpoint, security checkpoint on our side of it. Just coming from Brownsville, there's a security checkpoint, and a few miles beyond that is on the left. You can pull off the side of the road and take photos of the Deimos platform. If you have a good enough zoom, you get a good shot. I think some of the other photographers here have much better zoom than I do. I have 125x zoom. And if you have a 400 or 600 zoom, you could probably take some great video or still images of the Deimos. You like the shot? Yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. So if any of you are interested in doing that coverage, just as you're driving down here, and there's that large structure, you can check out some of the videos I've done on YouTube, and then you can identify it when you get just beyond the checkpoint there on the left. You pull off the side of the road, take some photos of the. There's two oil rigs that they bought here at SpaceX, and one of them is off the coast in the in the bay there, and it's Deimos, and you can get some good shots. I'm not sure about when static fire, but they're gonna probably do that. I imagine they'll do that before they stack it again, right? They're gonna do all that testing of the Starship and the booster static fires and cryo tests and everything. If they need to do another cryo test or whatever, I'm not sure. I'm not up on the technical specs of the testing of the booster and the Starship. Good morning. All right, I guess I'll just keep this stream going. They're still, they're doing their work there. At the base of the top of the tower there is an American flag there too, if that's if you're into that. Yeah, so Ocean Cam is like it's all about the oceans and the water. So I'd love to do that kind of ocean photography stuff of the oil rigs and stuff like that. And maybe even the splashdowns of the different starships around the globe when that happens. Let me see if I can pan up to the top of the tower there. I'm on the edge of a hill here, so it's a little bit difficult what I'm doing right now. You can kind of see the American flag there at the bottom of the tower. Okay, I'm gonna pan down. When they lifted that 9 segment of the tower, they also had a SpaceX flag. I haven't seen the SpaceX flag there since, but there was a SpaceX flag there right next to the American flag. Okay, I turned the other camera off. All right, let's see what's going on here. I'm not sure if there are any launches today. That's a good question. I could get on top of that in the future. So Ian says Booster 4 has had no testing yet. Expected to be mounted and tested on the new booster puck shucker in a week or two. So the puck shucker, I think, is on pad B, right? Thrust puck simulator. Is that what you're talking about? And they were talking about removing the Raptors from Booster 4 here that we're looking at. Michael says, Harrison, static fires are still likely weeks away. I'd say 6 to 8 weeks. So, yeah, if the static fires are 6 to 8 weeks, then as Sanchez was saying, then we're looking at October or possibly November. 2 months from now is 8 weeks, so that would be October. But if the static fire is just in 6 to 8 weeks, then we might be looking later than 2 months then. But maybe they'd shoot for before the end of the year just to make it a kind of a Christmas celebration kind of thing. That'd be quite the event if they launched this thing this year. I got you, Ironhead. It's possible to rent a boat to take you places here in the bay. So I could do that. I could also buy a kayak. I had a kayak for $200. You can buy them here at Walmart, and then you can kayak right up to the oil rig. I could do that. It'd be a long, maybe a little bit of a travel there in the kayak, but it could be done. Maybe I could park closer to it and then just kayak around and take photos and video. Okay, let's see. Graham says Cygnus launch today at 5:30. Interesting. From Virginia. Ingo says from Virginia. Thanks, Graham and Cygnus and Ingo. Okay, Catman 977. So thanks for that, Catman. Yeah, I did watch that second interview, and Catman's reminding me and maybe some other people that Elon said the static fire can't happen on pad A or B is what I'm remembering. So it can't happen, it's too low to be on pad A or B. So then that would mean the static fire would have to be back on the over launch mount that we're seeing here to the left. So they'd have to re-put it up there to do the static fire. That's a good comment, Catman 977. Thank you. Thanks for saying that. Kind of gave me the answer to that question of where they would mount the booster for the static fire. Thanks. Well, if you're looking to come out here and do a food and a party kind of thing before or after the launch, you could do it here. You could do it here on the beach. There's plenty of places here on the beach. Thanks, Crayman. Or there is another place in town which is starting to talk about maybe doing a pre-launch or a post-launch party and possibly overnight stay called MSX. You can find them on Twitter. They're in Brownsville, very close to the checkpoint here. And they have some land and they may be opening it up. I was talking with them yesterday. They said they may have like a pre-launch party and a post-launch party and possibly a place to stay. depending on certain factors. They're still figuring it out. But yeah, on Twitter, MSX, for, I'm not remembering what the name was about, but yeah, check them out. Yeah, I'll move to the entrance of the Starbase here when they start moving it. Yeah, I'll move over there. So yeah, we might be coming up on that time or two to end the stream, and just wait for when that happens. Okay, so Nightbot says SN20 back in the high bay. So yeah, the Starship 20 is in the high bay. The Raptors have been removed. Interesting. Booster 4 is hooked up to Kong right now. Yes, possible row back tomorrow. Yeah, from that early morning row closure. Good deal from until noon, and then the GSEC cover rolled out to the tank farm awaiting lift. Yeah, as we scroll out, you can see that tank cover is on the very right of the screen there. That's the GSE cover you put on one of these GSE tanks. For the orbital launch, you'll need a video system with a big telephoto lens. Okay, yeah, I have the Nikon P1000, and I could potentially live stream with that successfully in a couple months. You know, that'll take a little doing. But with the money coming through with YouTube and maybe some donations and stuff, I've got you could donate by PayPal or Venmo, or here in the description there's some links to GoFundMe. It helps get new equipment and everything. Yeah, in a couple months I should be able to maybe do that. Some people have mentioned maybe getting an encoder. I've heard about an encoder. I didn't know if I would need one or if it would be worthwhile getting. Thanks, Dr. Porka. Right on. So some of that equipment might allow a better live stream experience. If you have experience with live streaming with high quality cameras and things, let me know what you think about good equipment or setup. I could always use that knowledge, expertise. I think that might be about it for this morning. If you want me to keep going, I'll keep going. If this is still interesting to you, otherwise I'll end it. Either way, if it's interesting, I'll keep going. But if it's not, then maybe I'll end it and just start it again later. I can go on for 24 to 48 hours. I got a good backup battery here, so I hear you, Greg. That's good. Yeah, I have some avocados in the truck. I ate some this morning before this live stream, so I'm charged up. I could drink something though. Yeah, I could eat and swim. Okay, that sounds like a good idea to me, Graham. So yeah, zoom once more on the launch table. Okay, yep. Yeah, I have packed food here for lunch and for all that. Not dinner, but lunch. I've got lunch here. Okay. You get it set up. My next big purchase is going to be another tripod, a third tripod here for the iPhone, so I can do a lot better footage with the iPhone here. Is that a decent shot? I don't see anybody up there now. I did before. Thanks. Yeah, so they took the booster off. I think they're going to take the engines off, the Raptors out, and do some more steel work and stuff. Drink water? Yeah, I'll drink water. Yep. I'll feel better after taking a swim. Hey, Karsten, thanks for the support. Enjoying the coverage. Thanks, man. Yeah, nobody up there on the orbital launch mount that I see. Thanks a lot, Karsten, though. All right, well, good morning. Thanks for checking in. I'll do another stream probably very soon. You never know when they're gonna do something here. And in 15 seconds, I'll end the stream soon. 14. Good morning, Partis. 8, 7, 4, 3. Good night. Namaste, everybody. Rajat. 1. Take care. See you soon. Thanks for tuning in.